Well, that seems like a logical move to me.
Oh, yes, but with little Tina twist. We think she's posing as you.
I have to call the convent and warn them about Tina.
Oh, sister, please, you can't do that.
I am not without sympathy for your dilemma, but I cannot condone Tina's deceiving the sisters like this.
Sister, she probably feels it's the only way she can find out for sure if the baby's in the convent.
She could have called the Reverend Mother, explained the situation to her, asked for her help.
That's very true, but if the Reverend Mother has sworn to take care of this child under any circumstances, if she doesn't believe that Tina is the child's actual mother, there's no way that she would give him up. Sister, in the convent, choices may be simple, good or evil, right or wrong. But this is an imperfect world, and sometimes the choices are a lot more complicated.
Mr. Holden, you're asking too much.
Please, it's survival. Mine, Tina's, and my son's. Now, if you call the convent and blow the whistle on Tina, it's quite possible that the Reverend Mother will never believe her, and we will never get our son back. Sister, we will find a way to get Tina, and then we'll make everything right. You know, all we're really talking about here is just a little more time.
All right.
Oh.
I won't call the convent.
Thank you. Thanks.
But when I arrive there next week, I won't be able to keep your secret any longer.
Well, no problem. By then, everything should be resolved. Exactly. Again, thank you so much.
I hope you find your baby, Mr. Roberts. I really do.
Thanks.
I can see myself out.
All righty. Okay, I guess the next thing I need to do is make a reservation for a flight to Italy.
Wanda, if you want to take the night off, I can handle the dinner.
Oh, that's very sweet of you, but I'm very grateful that I have something to keep me busy, so I don't think about Clint.
Wanda, when my dear wife, Penelope, died, I tried to block her out of my mind, feeling it'd hurt less if I didn't think about her. But I was wrong. I finally realized that remembering her smile, her generosity, the way she touched other people's lives, all those wonderful, wonderful memories were her legacy to me. I'll cherish them always.
That's how I feel about my Vinny.
And his spirit still lives in your heart?
Amen. And so will Clint's. Thank you. Oh, this Charlie.
Charlie, we haven't seen you in ages.
Well, the necessities of making a living often preclude fellowship with friends, Gilbert.
Well, it's very nice to see you. Please, will you pick your favorite entree and we'll share dinner together?
Well, thank you for your kind generosity, but I don't have time. I'm on my way to the railroad yard.
Oh, you're working there now, huh?
Hopping a train to a warmer climate and to a community that might employ my many talents, I hope.
You're hitting the road to find a job?
But what about the carnivals?
Well, that's summer and spring.
All taking the same care with your armband I did with your son. I'm very sorry.
Asa, you've got to give Nigel another chance.
You know, you ought to hire on with that sheriff in Arizona. They make a great team, both useless. When you need the most, they let you down.
No, that sheriff did all he could to find Clint.
When he first went out to look Clint, he should have found him on the first day. If he and those damn ranch hands had done a proper job, my son would be sitting at his fireplace at his ranch right now.
Yeah, but you and we couldn't find him either.
I will never forgive myself for that, Bo.
We did all we could. That's all any man can be asked to do, for himself or for anybody else. Asa, you gotta quit trying to lay blame. It was Clint's time.
No. My time, maybe, not Clint's.
Well, unfortunately, we're not the ones who decide those kind of things.
I had a sermon at church. I had one at the cemetery. I don't need one from you.
Pa, you've got to let go. You've got to accept the fact that Clint's gone. And you've got to find a way to deal with that.
You know, Bo, a father loves all his kids. That firstborn, there's something special about him. He centers your life. He gives it real meaning for the first time. In a heart full of love that you've never known before in your life.
You've got a lot to Good memories, Pa.
The hell with the damn memories. I want my son, Bo.
I told Nigel that you'd reconsidered you're gonna keep him on.
If he slips one more time.
No, he won't. He won't, Asa.
What's that?
These are some cards that were in the flowers that people sent. I figured maybe we ought to have some thank you notes printed up, or if you want to answer these yourself.
Yes, yeah. Put him over there, please.
Weatherman says it's gonna snow again tonight. You still have that place in the Virgin Islands?
Yes.
I just figured maybe it could be a good idea to go down there for a while. You know, get some sun, do some swimming anytime you want, maybe try some relaxing.
Been talking to Larry Warlick.
No, sir, I haven't, but I think he'd agree with me that it'd do you a world of good to have a vacation.
I'm staying in Landview.
Yeah, Pa, but a change of scenery, that could help you deal with the pain you're going through.
Lying in the sun and swimming is not gonna make this pain go away. Oh, you want to take off? Fine. I'll be here for Vicky and for the kids.
Well, maybe Kevin and Joy, they'd like to go along with you. No, okay, Pa, it's just a thought.
If you're gonna hover over me like a mother hen, you better check into a hotel.
Mr. Buchanan, Mrs. Sanders is here to see you.
Thank you, Nigel.
What are you doing here, Elizabeth?
I came to pay my respects and offer my deepest sympathy for your loss.
You are lying. You're here to gloat, lady.
I very much appreciate what it was that cured my blindness, and I appreciate being able to see my ancestors. But the thing is, I miss my wife and kids, and I want to get back to them.
Well, look, mister, if you think he's local, he's really not. He's from the future. He gave me this tape recorder. He also showed me these colored pictures. They were in color.
You're the only one that knows these things?
Yes, sir. Well, except you now.
Well, I made some damn fool lecture to the townspeople in Buchanan City. Got me called a prophet. Not meaning to, of course.
We strive to know everything in the universe, to understand it. But we fail to realize what a terrible burden it can be.
Yeah, that's for sure. Anyway, my main burden now is getting out of this time warp. And you got any ideas on how I could break through it?
We can look into the fire and ask for questions.
Holy smoke, look at that! Ooh!
Well, what's the answer?
Do not search the desert. The days will turn into months, then many years, and you will still not find your way home.
Oh, wait a minute. I crossed over back into the past. There's got to be some way that I'm able to cross back into the future.
If you cross the border of time, death awaits you, my friend.
I got these airline tickets when Lita was first spotted in Venice. I figured if we got some good news, we could bop right over there. So we'll take them down to the airport, get them revalidated, save you some time.
Yeah, thank you. I'll settle up with you later, Bix. Thanks.
When Mom wakes up from her nap, you have to have a plan to make her feel better. If she starts crying, I'll cry. No, that'll only make her cry more. You gotta cut that out, Joey. I can't help it.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Cord, can I ask you a question?
Sure, Kim. What is it?
Mom's really upset.
Yeah. Yeah, she is. And I think she may be for quite some time. You know, even though it seems like she's getting better, every once in a while, out of nowhere, she may burst into tears. Or she just may ask to be alone every once in a while. That's sometimes how people react when they lose somebody that they love so much.
What can we do?
Unfortunately, guys, I don't know that there is a whole lot you can do. Except keep telling your mommy how much you love her more than you used to.
But Dad would do more.
Look, Kev, I know what you're trying to do here, and I think it's real neat. I know you want to be the man of the house now, and I know your mommy really appreciates that, too. But I also think she'll appreciate it if the two of you don't try to grow up too fast, you know what I mean? Your mom has got Cord and Bo and your grandpa Asa to take care of all the grown-up stuff, okay? Yeah. And I think we all gotta keep an eye out for your mom right now. And you're gonna have Max here to help you out. I'm sure he'll be available anytime you need him. Absolutely. See? So right now, I think we just need to take care of each other. And if you guys feel like you need to cry or something, that's okay. That'll make you feel a little bit better.
Did you cry?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. And I don't think I'm quite finished yet. So I tell you what, why don't you guys take care of each other and your little sister? And why don't you leave the grown-up stuff to the grown-ups for a while?
Thanks, Cord.
It's okay. Listen, I want you guys to know something. I am really proud of you guys. And I think Pa would be proud of you guys, too. Hey, that Fitzpatrick's stomach out here growling? Maybe he's a little bit hungry, huh?
Me too. Let's go check out what's for dinner, Joey.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, okay, don't stuff yourself, huh?
You're real good with them.
Yeah, well, I had a lot of lessons watching Clint.
I think it's more important for you to be here for them right now. I'll go to Venice and go find Tina.
Why cook in oil, margarine, or...
Although you and I are not the best of friends, I wouldn't wish this pain on my worst enemy. Having lost my own son, I can understand your grief, your anger, and all the questions that seem to have no answers. But there are answers, and I hope in time you'll find them, as I did.
I appreciate your sympathies. My remarks before were...
No, perfectly understandable. To me, at least. I tended to lash out at people, too. Simply because of the fact that they were alive and Charles was not.
Elizabeth, I'll call a shrink and maybe he can explain some of my actions to me.
I'd like to offer my apologies for my father's bad behavior. I'm Bo Buchanan.
Oh, I'm so very pleased to meet you. I hope you'll accept my condolences, too.
Well, yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Cordero has mentioned you on occasion. He tells me you've been in Europe with your wife.
Yes, but not anymore now. I'm right here to stay.
Your wife will be joining you here then?
No, I'm recently divorced.
Oh, dear. I am sorry.
Elizabeth, that's long enough of the sympathies. You're free to go.
Asa, I came here not only to offer my condolences, but also I'd like to offer my help.
How?
In running the Sanders Chemical Division of Buchanan Enterprises. Well, heaven knows I've had the experience.
You expect me to believe that you want to do this out of the goodness of your heart?
Whether you believe it or not, that is the truth.
So you think this old fool will be deep-sea fishing or whatever, and then you'll call in every chip you can and try and run the company?
No, my dear. I no longer have the desire or energy for that. No, I simply want to give you the option of getting away for a while, and knowing the company won't fall apart in your absence.
Well, Mrs. Sanders, I think the best thing for my father right now is hard work.
Elizabeth, that is the best thing.
Well, if you should change your mind.
I won't. If you'll excuse us.
Of course. I'll see myself out.
It's an interesting lady. Tough as nails, but intriguing.
I don't want to talk about Elizabeth or anybody. I want to be left alone, Bo. Please.
Well, maybe there's a way I can beat the odds and slip through this border of time. Maybe your great spirit will appreciate determination and the love that I have for my wife and kids.
You are a very stubborn man.
Well, I've heard that. But the point is, will you help me?
If you are determined to go ahead, then first, you must take a step back.
A step back to what?
To Buchanan City.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Now, just a minute. I've been kind of going along with you up to now, but I don't understand how going back to Buchanan City is going to help me get back home.
You have unfinished business there. It must be resolved before you have a chance at all of finding your way into the future.
But Clint already had a showdown with Buck, and that made the ranchers and the farmers make peace, so do you think the gods might have missed that?
A very courageous act.
That was something that had to be done, but it's done. It's over with. There's nothing left to be resolved.
The task that awaits you is far more difficult than settling a range war. It will take extraordinary patience and courage.
And just what is it?
I run into me.
Can you see what it is that I'm supposed to do?
No.
Then why should I go back to Buchanan City if I don't know why I'm going back there?
Well, throw some more magic powder.
The boy must leave.
Why? Clint has no secrets from me.
He must know that, buddy. There must be another reason.
The flames will be too strong for his young eyes.
All right, then I'll take him back. I'll take him back home, and I'll meet you back here.
There will be a mail coach coming through soon. He will be safe in the company of the drivers. They're good men.
Why can't I just stay and turn my back or something? I promise I won't look.
Your father is worried about you.
You know about my pa? Or is that just a lucky guess?
Most young boys have fathers that worry about them.
I'm sorry I've caused Monroe any anxiety at all. I should have sent you packing hours ago.
Well, at this point, I don't think another hour or two is going to matter much. Please, Clint, can I stay?
I think that maybe Clear Eyes knows better about this situation.
A ride in the mail coach will be exciting, little friend.
Yeah, well, nothing's going to be as exciting as this.
Come on, I'll take you down to the stage road, and we'll flag down that coach.
I'm going to see you again, right, Clint?
Well, that depends on what Clear Eyes sees in those flames, buddy.
Clint, you can't go back to the future. You could die. You have to stay in Buchanan City. You've got to.
Whatever decision I make, I'll be okay. You just keep that thought in mind, my little man. Come on.
No, wait, Wanda, wait. Don't fire Charlie.
Hold on.
Max, what's the matter? You having trouble in your flight to Italy?
No, Hello, Father Doyle here, calling from St. Stephen's Parish in Landview, Pennsylvania. I'm calling to inquire about a Sister Christina. Has she arrived safely?
Oh, yes, Father. We were surprised at her early arrival, but most happy to have her join us.
Would it be too much trouble to call the sister to the phone?
Father Doyle, we are strict the rules here about sisters speaking on the telephone.
I apologize.
Unless it is an emergency, I could give Sister Christina a message.
No emergencies. It's just that I'm her father confessor here, and I was a little bit worried about her. She's never traveled abroad alone. I just wanted to make sure she's all right.
I can assure you she is perfectly safe here with us.
Oh, well, thank you, sister, and God bless.
God be with you, Father. Sister Christina? Sister Christina? Are you happy here with us?
Happy?
Hmm?
Oh, well, sure. I mean, everybody here has been so very kind to me, and I know I've messed up a few times, and I've been late for devotion, but I'll get used to the schedule. I promise.
Is there something you would like to share with me?
Like what?
Well, perhaps something weighing on your soul.
Oh, well, Mother, we all have things in our lives that, well, we've done things that we wish we could take back. And I've had my share of those, but I'm trying very hard now to follow the path that I believe God has set out for me.
Curbing your free spirit must be a great challenge for you, huh?
Yes, well, I doubt that I'll ever make Mother superior, but I am doing my best to overcome my faults and to lead a good and honest life. Oh, with God's help, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, have I done something to upset you? I mean, why are you asking me all these questions?
Father Doyle, he called from the United States.
Father Doyle?
From St. Stephen's.
Oh, yes, that Father Doyle.
He has been long in your parish?
Well, I don't really know. In fact, I don't know him that well at all.
But he said he is your confessor.
Well, I did confess to him once, yes, but why did he call?
He wished to know if you had arrived safely. At least, this is what he said.
Well, what other reason could there be?
I have no idea.
Well, I think that was very nice of him to call, don't you?
Yes. Yes, very nice.
Well, we know for certain that Tina is in the convent.
What the hell are you doing calling the Reverend Mother like that? You could blow Tina's cover and we ruin the whole thing.
Oh, come on, don't sweat. It was a piece of cake. The Mother Superior thinks I'm Father Doyle. Don't worry about it, okay?
Words of wisdom, huh, Max? You know, Tina doesn't even know how to say a Hail Mary.
Well, somehow she's pulled it off so far.
Maybe she has. Oh, Max, how did we let her do something like this?
Well, I think I'm partly to blame for that, seeing as how I didn't stay here with her so she could run off like this. But let me tell you something. When I find that woman, she's never going to pull this kind of nonsense ever again.
Wait, just slow down a second. You know, maybe Tina has done something to try to put something together to try to get my son back.
I'm not arguing with that.
Well, no, I'm just saying that when you get there and you talk to her, take it easy, you know, find out exactly what she's found out about Milagro, and that way maybe you can work on whatever she started.
Court, just relax. I will handle this, okay?
The point is, I know how you get, you know, with Tina, and you might get frustrated with her or the situation. I get the same way myself, Max. I just want you to remember that my son is the whole reason that we are doing all of this.
Court, I know why we're doing this. I care about Milagro. I think I've proved that over and over again.
Yeah, I know you have, Max. I'm sorry. I haven't given you enough credit. You have helped us a great deal in trying to find my son. I shouldn't have jumped on your case like that.
Hey, it's okay. I mean, we're all under a lot of stress here, and don't you worry. I'll find Tina, and if Milagro is there, I'm gonna help bring him home to you.
Good luck, huh?
Thanks. Arrivederci.
Your little friend has great respect and admiration for you.
Yeah, putting him on that coach was tougher than saying goodbye the first time.
You may have to say one more goodbye before you leave for good.
If I go back to Buchanan City, you mean?
Yes.
Well, I just can't figure out what's left for me to do. Now, I have been meddling in history for the past couple of weeks. Cody and May are married, so that guarantees the future generations of the Vasquez family. Buck and the legendary Blaze Buchanan, they're man and wife. That guarantees the Buchanan clan. What's left? Unless Deal and Laredo are up to no good and planning on wiping out the town or something.
They will attempt to cause trouble, but that's not the reason you have to go back. It's for the woman. She has yet to learn about love. And unless she does, you will never see your family again.
What woman? Jenny Fletcher. I thought I had that all straightened out. I made sure that she caught Blaze's bouquet at the wedding reception. And she was willing to accept that she was not going to be a spinster lady for the rest of her life. I even remember her words. She said, "Will miracles never cease?"
She needs more faith to help the miracle come true.
She looks so sad.
Loneliness is often a fear of life. A spirit grown earthbound, afraid to trust and love, unable to soar above the rainbow to the stars. You're her only hope, Clint.
And she's my only hope to cross the border without fear of death. Jenny Fletcher. We have to help each other.